We drove 2 million refugees into Europe and destabilized every democracy in Europe for the next 2 generations and created Brexit. That's what we got for that $8 trillion that, and the ravaged middle class in our country. The same people who we thought, the neocons who ran that operation, lied to us about weapons of mass destruction, tricked us into that war, and who we thought were now out of government forever, pariahs, in disgrace. They're now all back in the Biden administration with a new project. And, Lloyd Austin, who's Biden's defense secretary, said the purpose of the war for us is to exhaust Russia and degrade its capacity to fight any place in the world. Well, that's not good for the Ukraine, because the way we're exhausting Russia is by butchering 350,000 Ukrainian kids. I mean, we have turned that nation into an abattoir of death for the flower of Ukrainian youth. In a geopolitical, and I'm not excusing Putin. Putin is a thug, a monster, a gangster who illegally invaded and didn't need to. We need to take responsibility for the provocations which we have, which these neocons have been provoking for over a decade. And by the way, the reason we're in that war is because Americans are good people. And, we were convinced, granted, we're using these kind of comic book depictions, that they're now, the military-industrial complex is now expert at selling from us of this kind of good versus evil, this whole thing that gets us into these wars. And that war is a money laundering racket for the military contractors. The money is going there and coming right back, and then they all go on CNN, the generals, et cetera, who, if you look at their resumes, they're all working for General Dynamics and the military contractors, and they tell us we need to be in this war and tell us horror stories, et cetera. But we're there because Americans are good people, and they have compassion, and they want to redress a wrong. And by the way, my son went over there and fought.
Yeah,
And he joined, he without telling us, he left law school and a summer job, and he went over there and joined the Foreign Legion and fought as a machine gunner for a special forces unit during the Kharkiv offensive. So, the Ukrainian people, the valor of those people, and the anguish that they're suffering is beyond any description. But we need to look at our role in it